Okay, guys, welcome back. We are into game two, and as always, joining you is Prakash, and alongside me is Paul. So, yeah, game two, two of semifinals. Frost Academy took game one easily. So, do you think this game's gonna be any different? Would there be any ways for Dragon Ball
They
Z to
have
make
to
this
pick
more
better
proper?
and they have to ward a lot better if they have to have any chance of in this game.
Okay, so Gangplank, the usual ban, but Anivia being taken away this time by Frost Academy. Maybe they want to push Dragon Ball Z to their limits. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to take away the champions that worked for them last time.
I think Nivea was the only one who was doing semi-decent laning trails,
Okay.
or I don't know, because she was the one who was outlining any form of CC whatsoever. So I think a
Okay.
Nivea ban is a warranted ban. I think they can skip like some of those bans, like they banned
Hmm.
like Rise and all last time.
Yeah. And Dragon Ball Z, they don't want to deal with this. So they decide to just take it away. They just decide to ban it out. And KO comes in as the second ban for Frost Academy.
Because I think Dead Cops plays a lot of top lane Kale. I think that's why
Okay.
that ban is coming out. Because I was asking them right now, so they just told me that the Kale ban was because of that. So yeah.
Hmm. Seems legit because last time they banned Kale, they managed to push him towards the support role. Maybe they're trying to do the same again. And the Tompkins comes out as the third ban.
Tamkins is just an extremely annoying champion in this meta, so
Yeah, you won't be able to pick off any champions if the enemy team has a Tompkins on their team. So yeah, I think it's a reasonable ban. Let's see what the third ban for Frost Academy is gonna be. They decide to go with the Rise. They're gonna go with two of the three bans they did last time. So yeah. A Thresh, however. Maybe they're gonna try to go for the Thresh.
they have left open a very important pick for Frost Academy at this point, and I think we will see it come out, which should be the Nautilus.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, the Nautilus has been left open unlike last time. So if the Nautilus has managed to come out, do you think it's gonna be from the top lane or from the support position?
I think if they do decide to pick Naut, there's no sense picking a Nautilus support into this side, into the Morgana support, I think.
Okay.
So they'll probably
So
send it to jungle, but we'll see.
okay. So yeah, they do manage to lock in the Nautilus, and will they pick up the Evelyn for Salvador? Like, Evelyn, yeah, she does have a lot of early game pressure. You're not gonna know exactly where she is. Or yeah, Xin Chao seems like a good choice too.
Zinzao again, he has received a fresh round of buffs in 6.3 and he is extremely strong, especially with the Gunzu Rageblade build where he heals off everything on the third attack. So it's a
Okay,
solid
yeah.
pick, but it's a very early game oriented pick. It is heavily reliant on where you get your ganks off. Picking it into a Morgana, I don't know much about that, but it should be interesting to see.
Okay, seems fine. They might lock it in now. They decide to go for the Nami, so most probably it's gonna be a top lane Nautilus or a jungle Nautilus. It's not gonna be a support Nautilus, I would assume, unless you send your Nami mid lane. Yeah, let's see that, guys. Mid lane Nami, come on.
It's not going to be mid lane Nami. I think. Support Nami, jungle not, easy game.
Okay, seems fine. And they do manage to lock in Yorick, so yeah. You don't see much Yorick these days. I don't think anyone
And
saw
I
much
think
Yorick
TBS
anytime
is
today.
pulling off a Hail Mary here. They're throwing all the caution to the wind and picking whatever chance they're most comfortable on at this point of time.
User was moved out of the
Okay,
channel.
it seems fine. So yeah, so they decide to lock in Yorick, and will it be a Z coming out from that copper? Yeah, it is gonna be the Z.
User
The new item, Duskblade of Darkra, works really good on Z as far as I know, so I think Z is in a really good spot at this moment. What do you think?
Again, Zed, blind picking a Zed. I don't know much about that.
Okay.
Because, Purple side has not shown their pick right now, and well, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult to kill Holy Gunners down. We'll have to see how he
Okay.
manages to play the laning phase because he has taken the set. We'll have to see what Aruna comes up with. We might see Body is one of his main champions. Okay. And he does not go for the Queen, he might go for the Poppy.
Okay. So, as far as I heard from a lot of set players, they think that it's a really safe champion. Do you think there's going to be any sort of counter matchup that Zed struggles really hard against or something?
Zed, I think he struggles against a Lulu.
Okay.
In some instances, he struggles against Yasuo also. Post
Okay.
like post 6, it's more of a skill matchup there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So, Trundle being picked up, and will they lock in the Kog'Maw? Yeah, they do decide to lock in the Kog'Maw, so we are gonna get to see our first Kog'Maw game, guys. Let's go.
I think it's a good comp to pick to pick a Kog'Maw with because Kog'Maw has a lot of tanky beef lines in terms of Trundle and Yorick in front of him. And even if he does manage to die, of course, the Yorick can revive him back.
Okay, so
So
dealing
it's a
with
good
one
one.
Kog'Maw is gonna be a lot hard, but you have to deal with them twice now, so...
Exactly. So the
Cross
Yorick comes up
Academy is
huge
gonna be
that
hard.
there, and of course with the Black Shield on Kog'Maw, it's going to be really, really hard to pin him down.
Okay, so a Kog'Maw composition being drafted by DBZ, will they be able to make it work? I think they have a chance this game because it's a really clever composition, in my opinion.
But then again,
Yeah,
we have to see that like FA has drafted for a win, and win against any sort of tanks, no matter what they're doing, it's just like tank shredding both sides. So it's
Okay.
basically the battle of the hyper carries right now. Both of them, both the champions, scale extremely hard into the late game. And if the Echo manages to get a good flank position off, or if he manages to get his stun proc off on the Kog'Maw, that will be instant deletion because they have the Nautilus ulti. So if they decide to engage once the Black Shield is down, that Kog'Maw will get knocked up unless he has a QSS. So it's going to be some pretty explosive team fights here. But let's see how it turns out.
Okay, so it's gonna be the Vayne Nami into Kog'Maw Morgana lane for bot lane. Do you think there's gonna be any sort of early pressure? 'Cause-
If the Nami plays her cards right, the Nami can absolutely destroy Morgana in lane. It's
Okay.
difficult to do. Yeah, you have to be wary. You have to be a Morgana player yourself to anticipate where the binds are coming from. But if you manage to play level 2, level 3 correctly, you can literally demolish Morgana
Okay.
in lane. So, yeah.
I think you could break the Black Shield if you use your heal as Nami. I'm not pretty sure about that.
I think that requires like 2 to 3 points of heal to
Okay.
break that off, and a little bit of AP in your runes.
Hmm.
But even
Okay.
not from that, you can just start the trading at level 1 itself because you have a heal which bounces and they don't have anything to trade back with you. Because most Morganas start bind level 1. So if you have a smart Morgana player, he will start pool first so that he has some spellbomb from the pool and he can trade back at least. So let's see how
Okay.
it turns out.
Seems legit. And as far as the jungle goes, not peculiarly traditional junglers. I mean, like not the junglers that are currently being used a lot in this meta. Trundle versus Nautilus, gonna be some oddball picks coming out from both the teams. So, what's your opinion on these jungle pickups like?
Trundle, I don't know so much about. I know that he has some decent ganks post 4, and he basically has infinite sustain in the jungle because of his passive.
Okay.
Nautilus, of course, we know it's like the champion with the maximum amount of CC in the game. Like all 4 of his spells are some form of CC. So if he decides to gank top or something, it's going to be really, really easy to kill because they have a lot of CC in all of their lanes. Even
Okay.
it depends on where he goes. But then again, the Yorick can block his hook with a goal. So let's see how it turns out.
Okay, seems fine. In terms of magic distribution, I think both teams are doing fine. Some people might point out that Dan Borzy does have a physical damage mid laner, but Kog'Maw guys, he does a lot of magic damage, so you have to be careful of that too.
Unlike last time, I think this game, majority of the action will be at mid. There are 2 melee assassins which are playing against each other. Things are like they get up close and postal. I think it should be an explosive matchup around mid.
Yeah, and they did decide to go for the aggressive summoner as an ignite also. So it's gonna be a blast in the mid lane.
His bottom lane, I think, is going to be more of a farm fest if the Kog'Maw and Morgana decided to be. Because there's no point trading against an army because she'll just heal everything back up. So we'll see. And plus, Smolix has opted to go for the exhaust rather than the ignite. So I think it's going to be a relatively farming lane for bottom side. The majority
Okay,
of the
so
action should be in the solo lanes and the jungle in this game.
considering they haven't switched, I just noticed that they're gonna be playing Molix bot and Dead Cop stop again. So they swapped back their roles, I guess.
But I think they saw that cop support did not work out too well for them. So I think they've just gone
Okay.
back again to comfort champs and comfort positions, and they've just sent them where they needed to go.
Yeah, if you want to try something new, first game of a best of 3 might be the place to do that. And guys, we're gonna be loading into the game pretty soon. Runes and masteries, I mean keystone masteries have been standard, I guess.
No, I don't
Both
think it's
junglers opting
standard
for-
because it's extremely weird to see Windspeaker's blessing come out on a Morgana.
Yeah, now that you pointed out, I just noticed. So, Morgana Black Shield does work with its Windspeaker blessing, but I don't think it's really worth it. I think most
don't
players
think
go for
that's something
Thunderlord's
which
blessing.
is going to be that effective.
Yeah,
And
like
that's
as far as
just, I
I
think
saw.
he hasn't bothered to check or he hasn't changed his mastery page for a while. Because that is something that you make one mastery page in your entire, like unless you are a support main, you make one mastery page, which
Yeah,
is
you just
support,
name it
and then
support and
there's
use
like
it for
only
every
one
support.
thing locked.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I can totally understand that. I do that most of the time. Yeah. And the junglers did opt in for Strength of the Ages this time. I think that's really better choice considering you get 300 free HP. Okay, guys, we're in game now. Both teams. I think they're gonna fan out and place their defensive wards again because we haven't seen much risk taken this in this tournament so far. So I assume it's gonna be the same way this time.
I think
too.
we might see some early action coming out. Both the
Ah.
teams are trying to go into each
Okay,
other's jungle.
so early action when I don't expect it, like
Trundle
yeah.
might get caught out here. He's going to walk straight into FA. 5 members of FA waiting. This is not going to turn out too well. Oh god. Narunasura
Okay,
watches
even
it.
after all of that, nothing happens. Wow. Like you could consider Ryan Ball lucky because if Echo's Time Winder has managed to land, he would have been slowed. They could have collapsed on him.
I think none of the Nautilus. It is understandable that he did not want to start hook because it would have completely messed up his jungle. And Nami maybe she could have tried for a flash bubble, but again this is tournament play and it's better to play safe
Yeah, I think
rather
they
than
wanted
be
to just
sorry
play it
afterwards.
safe.
So yeah.
Okay, so standard stuff. Both junglers decide they want to start out on their red side. So Nautilus will be starting top side, and Trundle will be starting on the bot side.
But I think a key thing to note there is because I think because the Morgana did start bind and Synth and Oli have reached the lane quicker, there got to be an attend advantage because they will be hitting Q quicker. Now you see Synth actively starts the trading right here off the bat because he has the assurance of that heal on his side.
Last time, mismanaged level 2 actually really messed up.
And there's been a
DBG's
very
gameplay.
big misplay from the Kog'Maw's side. He has gone and used his pot at level 1 and despite there was no damage on him, and I think he fail clicked it or he panic clicked it or something. So he's lost his only pot in lane and he's against a lane which has sustained. He is in for a load of trouble already at 2 minutes into the game.
Okay, so that's gonna be a hard time, I guess, for him. And I think for Frost Academy, they're gonna hit level 2 first, and there you go. That's the level 2. Now you don't want to try to push lane. Just stay in the tower and gather the CS as they as they hit the tower. That's gonna be more safer for you. Meanwhile, Trundle, his clear speeds are not so good, so it's gonna take him some time. And Salvador, he has decided to forego all his buffs. He just ran past his red buff, got his raptors and wolves. Okay.
Birdie might going for the outplay at top and he almost
Okay, so Death Cup manages to make it out.
Arunasura meanwhile
First blood
again.
on Arunasura. Yeah, there you go. You don't want to get kills on your enemy mid laner if he's as good as Arunasura. He's gonna wreck you again.
And again, this is just bad news because it's an assassin matchup, and both the assassins, like one of them gets ahead, he'll be ahead for a while. And Birdie going for an all-in at top on Dead Corpse, he's tanking minion aggro, but he still managed to kill him.
Okay, Dead Corpse was totally out of mana there. I wasn't sure on how much corrupting potion charges he had left. Maybe he would have used both of them. So yeah, that wasn't a really good time for him to be traded on. He ends up giving up. No, it actually wasn't first blood, but he ends up getting solo kills. So teleport has been used in top lane. I think Dead Corpse, if he manages to get a lot of these creeps, he would have a decent CS advantage. But I'm not sure if it's worth it because your enemy has a kill now. Let's see.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Salvador is power farming in the jungle. He wants to be scale up. He wants to hit 6 as fast as possible so that he can land those assured ganks in any lane he wants. And especially now with the Yorick not having ghost and with
okay,
the Zed
so
not having
Salvador
flash.
actually what he's trying to do is he's trying to get level 6 as soon as possible. There is a specific path you could follow to get level 6 as soon as possible.
We might see a
one
gank
side.
at top come out from Lambo Boy.
Okay, so would they be okay? The pillar lands. He manages to slow down Birdie and
Dead
he does
Corpse is
have red
tanking
buff.
minion aggro.
Okay, that was so close. You don't want to tank minion aggro when you're trying to trade with your enemy. And back to my point. So the way you could get level 6 as soon as possible is you just let your buffs stay and you get all the other camps out of it, like Krugs, Raptors, Wolves and Grom. And during the second rotation you buy your other 350 items.
Mid-pref, I think we are ahead of the stream at the moment.
We are?
526, 527, 28.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so how to fix this?
You need to press J. Try to
tell me the time, okay? Now, tell me when you reach 540.
Wait, I'm far ahead. I'm at 542.
Okay. Tell at 42.
42, okay. I think we have synced up.
Are you
now.
at 43?
Yeah, I'm
46, 47,
49.
48.
Okay, I'm passing 50. Tell me at 50?
Yeah. I think we are back
50.
now.
Okay. I think we'll be synced up now, guys. So, yeah, let's continue.
Nothing much going on, just people trading and farming their lanes out.
Yeah, now, so like I said, Salvador followed that route. Now, when he gets his next camp, he's gonna hit level 6, and the bot lane's gonna be at level 4.
That's some big time power farming from Salvador. That is
but I'm not sure on his decision. Maybe he could have gotten like the Rift Cutter near Dragon.
Now he's going to go for a gank at top. Dead Corpse is still level 5 and he only has Ghost. He has no flash to run away from this gank. I think he's about to die here. That's a nice hook from Salvador, comes out and he's dead.
Okay, he does manage to
lots of CC coming out.
Okay, there you go. So
and
I
that
really
was
didn't
wrong from Salvador there. Like for our viewers, once you gank, you should always help push out the lane because not only you get the XP, you get to reset the wave. But again, Lambo, he might be going for another kill on Lambo Boy. He has no CC to lock him down now. He could have helped Birdie to push out that wave, and they could have gone through the Rift Herald after. But okay.
Yeah, that would have been more optimal. But maybe he decides he wants to like pressure somewhere else. I don't know what his decision making there was. But then again, guys, I really didn't think the power farming route is gonna be done anytime soon. But Salvador did manage to make it happen. So if you wanna know how it's done, maybe add him and ask him. It's a really good strategy for solo queue and stuff. So there we go, we have our pause at the moment.
Apparently Zed is lagging, so we have a pause coming up. So far, not much of a goal lead, but FA does manage to have around
1K? No, they have around 1.5 gold lead, I guess. Hmm.
Well, we see like the Holy Gunners is again in a cusp. Like Holy Gunners is ahead of DBZ Akshay at this point because even though the lanes have gone even, so to speak, that there are no kills on either side, just because of that
Okay.
improper pot usage and him getting denied because of the Nami, he's like 14, 15 CS behind for no reason at all.
Okay, yeah.
The
So it
pause
seems
timer
like
for
it's
me is resuming 2-1 now.
okay. We are back in game now, guys. So yeah, it's been an interesting game so far. If DBC manage to hold their lanes and not lose too much, they'll be able to do something with their Kog'Maw pick. But if they lose lane early, it's gonna be really hard for them, I would assume.
Arunasura here getting dominated by the Z,
He manages to go back in and tries to trade.
and he just gets
He
solo
gets
killed.
taken down by Dead Corporal, and that's a solo kill for you. So, yeah, I think Arunasura, he did have his ultimate, the Chrono Break, but I don't know, for some reason he decided not to use it. Maybe he wanted to wait a bit more and just didn't expect the burst coming up from Zed.
He really overextended despite where his W was. He should not have gone out from there trying to trade.
Okay.
And he's missed a huge wave at mid, which I hope the Nautilus should be going there and leeching that XP instead of trying to take the Scuttler right now. And
Okay.
Aruna is really behind right now because he is one level behind and he's a lot of creeps behind as well. So I think the discrepancy at bot is being made up a bit at mid, and Zed has gone straight for the BF sword, which is a very interesting buy, to be honest.
I think he's going for Dust Blade of Darkstar first.
And
So,
Birdie, meanwhile, solo
okay,
kill Dead
so
Corpse here.
Birdie,
He's not able to click on him.
actually missed his auto attack. He started it,
And
but
Dead
he
Corpse
gets the
decides to
kill
go back
anyway.
and die.
I don't know what Dead Corpse tried to do. Okay, so we have our pass again, guys.
I think
And
he
yeah.
probably forgot about like the second proc of the Q, which the Poppy thing has. I think that's the only.
It was too late for him. Maybe he could have
Uh-huh.
flashed out, but he doesn't have flash this game, and his ghost
Exactly.
is down. So as soon as he stepped in, it was game over for him. He should have just recalled at that position.
The Revenant trying to fight Birdie, but he won't be able to take him down.
I don't think he's gonna be able to take down Birdie, and there you go. His ultimate time's out.
And I
Dust
think
Blade
this
of
will
Darkstar
result in a
first on
good
Zed.
TP advantage for FA because the Yorick will have to TP back to lane to get those creeps, I think.
Okay, so Dead Couple goes for Dust Blade first on Zed. Personally, I don't know if it's a really strong item, but is it worth as a first item?
For Zed, yes, because
Okay.
I think Zed is the one who makes the most optimal use of it out of all the champions in the game.
Okay.
Arunasura should need some help here. I think a couple of ganks should set him back on the right path because he'll steadily fall behind. Despite the early 1v1 which he got, I think he messed up a lot in the middle. So yeah. Right now at bot, again, the Vayne is just power farming everything. It's really good.
Okay, so another pass coming in. Maybe let's talk more about Dust Blade because it's a new item and many of our viewers might want to know more about it. Like, it's gonna be an item that procs, automatic procs on your auto attack, and it has a 120-second cooldown, I assume. So, what situations would it be most optimal to build an item like that? Say, like if you're gonna build it on an AD carry, you're not gonna be able to use it efficiently because you're gonna be auto attacking a lot, right?
It's basically only all about, from this side. It's
Maybe
basically
assassins
assassins
like
which have
Zeds
major
and
burst
Talon.
on their side. Like,
Okay.
more of a combo based champion. So for Riven, and I could say like people who can assassinate or burst people down in like 3 seconds or less. So Zed and all, they are very good with it.
Okay, seems legit. Yeah, you wouldn't want to use an item that automatically procs and does missing health damage if you're not gonna be able to burst your enemy out. Okay. So we are gonna have a short pause here while that teams try to fix their technical issues. It seems like there's an issue with Nami FA synth. So let's wait for him to
Probably
reconnect. I think
lagging, I
he's
guess.
gonna be, yeah.
Resuming now, hopefully.
I think they're gonna resume the game.
A little bit of friendly banter going on between the teams in pause chat.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna be playing like a game of League of Legends, a competitive game, you're supposed to do stuff like that.
So you're basically promoting BM.
Yeah, you could BM all you want. Just don't get caught, that's all.
Okay. I think Arunasura is looking for a gank at bot right now, which is going to be very difficult with the Mog Black Shield.
Okay, so Blackship comes in. I think botlane has did a really good job. Yes, they're behind in CS like more than 20 CS, but they did manage to stay alive for a long time.
Lambo boy flashing after Birdie to get the kill, he might die.
Okay, so Birdie manages to get out again. Like, that's pretty decent from Birdie. 2-0 and he has managed to escape a lot of gank. So Dead Corps, he's on his tier.
We might see
would
a
like to
dive come out at bot. Oh, never mind, he's just farming the golems.
Yeah, you gotta get your Krugs before you get your enemy bot laners. Like, Krugs are more important here.
Salvador is showing some really good jungling skills right now. He might look for a gank at bot. In comes the dredge. The dredge line
Okay,
connects
so
on the
Black Shield
Morgana.
has been used on Kog'Maw and now it has been broken. Nautilus ult has been used. No, the depth charge does manage to connect, but they're not gonna get anything off of it.
I think it
I
was
think
a
they
good
might
idea
look to
not to dive because okay, Echo might again go for a dive. There
They
is a
might look
lot
to
of
dive.
love being shown on bottom side. And
Okay,
Flash
there
hook
you go. You
connects
have
on
your
DBZ
bot in
action.
five-man
This
party.
is
That's
not
what we
good
wanna see.
for FA right now. Nautilus falls, Arunasura gets Doom Boy. I think Dead Corporal is about to die. And he does that. It's a nice turnaround play.
So everyone shows us bot lane, and that was a really good skirmish for Frost Academy. They do lose their jungler, but they manage to get 4 kills in return. That's a really good spot to be as a team.
And here we see that teleport doing wonders, that TP advantage which Birdie had gotten because of his good play in lane. He managed to join his team and the Yorick had no TP. And also, I must point out, like, it was a really good exhaust from Synth's side. It completely negated Zed's burst the moment he went on his required target.
Okay, so yeah, but maybe they should have Dragon Ball Z should have backed down as soon as the first gank failed. Cause you know you're gonna get dove against a Nautilus if you stay around your turret low health.
And with that sequence of events again, now Zed is completely, like the scales have completely gone unbalanced again. Because Arunasura got like a triple kill there and he'll be able to complete his ROA now. He's caught up in levels and he's just 10 CS behind.
Okay, that's a really good thing if you're Yakult. Because you don't want to face against Zed when you're back behind in lane.
And again, Birdie over. So, Birdie's playing really pushed up here despite his wards. He's quite confident in his ability to dodge the ganks, I guess. But the Trundle ulti coming out and the disengage.
Yeah, Subjugate was used, but Poppy knocks them just back. Get away from here.
The disengage from the keeper's verdict is just too strong.
So there's gonna be more trading from Birdie Please on the top lane. Dead Corps, he's having a bit of a hard time against this Poppy.
Arunasura, that's a strange W he's trying for. That's a nice. Okay, we might see an all-in at mid right now.
Okay, he does use his ultimate and he manages to take down Zed. Like, that was really well done.
Another all-in coming out at bottom side right now. That's a nice bind.
Okay, action all over the map, guys. So everyone's gonna try to kill the enemy laners. Akshay might get down, though he manages to die. No, I think he's dead at this point.
He misses his...
Or is he?
No, yeah, he is. He was just way too tanky.
So yeah, they do manage to take him down. So Akshay, he's having a bit of a hard time here, because as a Kog'Maw, your items are like relatively cheap, but your build path is not really that good. Because going to Straight Blade, you need 1,000 gold for the combined cost. So he's in a really tough spot at this moment. He has his pickaxe and his blasting one, but he needs 1,000 gold as well to get his Queen.
He needs boots ASAP. to dodge some skill shots.
Yeah,
It's very difficult for him.
you're playing against an army without boots. That's gonna be hard for you, bro.
Of course, and like that's just blind trust in Morgana's Black Shield, right? It will be there at the right time, but what if it isn't there? So, Birdie is just bullying our dead cost out of lane at this point. Despite, having been repeatedly ganked. This is not looking out too well for DBZ once again.
Okay, Birdie going for a more optimal build this time. Fanfare Cape was really happy to see that, honestly.
And Arunasura has caught up in all the CS, which is good to see. Birdie again just constantly hammering away on dead cost under his own turret. Dead cost is really, really struggling. Poppy in this meta, she's just too strong.
Yeah, Dead Cops does have a lot of armor, but he doesn't have much health to back it up. So he's gonna have a hard time in his lane, I would assume.
But he's trying, he's in two minds whether to take the turret or to go for more trades.
Okay, I think this tower's going down. Yeah.
I think Dead Corpse again, he might also be going down. Birdie should be kiting towards Salvador. Got to pick up the buckler here.
I think yeah, they're gonna pick up Dead Cops anytime soon. Yeah, he's dead at this moment. 0-4 is not a really good squad you want to be as a top laner, cause top lane it always tends to snowball a lot. Okay,
and
guys,
I think Synth might go down
mid
here.
lane and bot lane.
Yep,
Yeah, they might be able to.
Oh, that's a nice flash. Nice bubble follow up.
Okay, that was really well done by Synth, but they do manage to go down. But in the end, good try there, cause.
Arunasura might and he takes down the Zed.
Yeah, he does manage to take down Zed. Thunderlord's Decree too strong.
And again, it's a question of which all lanes to provide for, because every lane starts falling behind. Your jungler starts getting taken over. It's just, even though like the Kog'Maw was able to get 2 kills there, it was a very favorable trade for him. But the Echo is 6-1 at this point, and a 3-0-1 Poppy. What are you going to do as a Kog'Maw anyways? Because the sticking potential that these two champs have is just too much.
It's gonna be really hard for him. He just got his Queen Shoes, and he still needs his Runan Token to be relevant in this game. I don't think he has enough time to farm up till then, because there's gonna be a lot of pressure towards the Kog'Maw from now on.
It's going to come down to who the Trundle decides to ult, because there are 2 tanks which are going to be charging, and meanwhile we see Trundle might go down, but he misses his stun on the wall, sadly.
Trundle, he's gonna be super tanky when he uses his subjugate, but without it, he's gonna be squishy too, cause he decides to go for the warrior. So yeah, if you could manage the timing window properly, you could be able to take down the Trundle. Okay, so lots and lots of trading going on in the bot lane as usual. The Dragon Ball Z, they might lose their tower at bot lane anytime soon, because you're not gonna have much wave clear. Yeah,
Echo is probably looking to collapse from behind here. The turret's gonna go down.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be done anytime soon.
That's a nice dodge from Holy Gunners on the bind. I do not know so much about that flash bind, but okay. And here comes the Echo. This is not good news. Akshay does go down, but at what cost?
Okay, so a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Frost.
Birdie
I think
again,
they'll be happy with that.
top. He kills the Zed and he might kill Yorick also. And this is
okay, so beautiful game from Birdie, please. Like, he has a lot of armor. You're not gonna be able to take him down as a Yorick and Zed. It's gonna be really hard for you. So yeah, he managed to get a Iceborne Gauntlet too. This is gonna be really hard.
Really strange. 2 people have quit.
Okay, so
I hope that's
have
more of
now?
a DC and not a rage quit. But hopefully,
I hope it's not a rage quit too, cause I don't think you'll see much of a rage quit in these kind of competitive games. It's not solo queue.
strangely enough,
So,
they
yeah.
are the 2 people who just got 1v2, so might be emotions running a little high. Okay, never mind. It's
Yeah,
reconnecting.
maybe they just want to freshen up or something. Yeah.
Well, technically
Just
they
take
were
it-
dead, so they had time. So
Yeah, you could have taken a deep breath and let's go for round 2. Let's try again to kill the poppy.
Or maybe it was just a lag error, hopefully. So,
It might be really just a lag error, but we could speculate, right? That's what we are here for. So Frost Academy, then they just started the dragon, and I think they'll be able to secure it. I don't see a problem with that. And Salvador, he's really far ahead now. Yeah, Kog'Maw does burn through tanks easily, but maybe he's exponentially tankier than Kog'Maw. Who knows?
who?
Salvador, like,
At this point, Salvador is huge because
yeah,
he's going to complete his Deadman split pretty soon, and he has his Thunder Hulk already up. So yeah, it's going to take time for him. Kog'Maw can shred through anything and everything, but
mm-hmm.
you need
It's gonna
time and you
take
need
him some time, I
space
guess.
for to
Yeah.
stand and do that. I don't think he'll be able to stand in one place and be able to do that because with a Nautilus ulti, with an Echo charge up on you, with a Poppy charging at you, it's going to be very difficult for him to deal out consistent DPS in the team fights.
Yeah, the one thing that Dragon Ball Z had to do was not fall behind, but at this point, it's going to be really hard for them because each and every laner from Frost Academy, they're so far ahead. It's going to be really hard. Okay, so we are still there in fast duration, and hopefully they could get their technical issues resolved and reconnect with us soon.
So what do you think? What does DBZ have any chance to come back in this game, or is it just over?
Well, if the current pace of the game goes on, I really think the DBC doesn't have a chance that much because it's a 10k goal lead at 18 minutes, and it's gonna be really hard if you're gonna come back from that. Maybe if they manage to get this to like a 40 to 50 minute game, they do have a chance, but it's gonna be really hard to drag this on for another 20 minutes at the current pace of the game. Because Baron's gonna be spawning real soon. You're gonna have to fight there. Because the enemy's gonna try
I
to
think
rush it down.
they should just be looking to split at this point because there's absolutely no point team fighting because they can't get to the win and the tank line from FA right now is just too much. It's a 5-0 Poppy with 2 items and a Nautilus.
Well, I guess you're right, but do you think it would be possible for like a Yorick or a Zed to split push against a Poppy or an Echo? Like at this situation, given the current items,
basically
it's
if
gonna
you
be
have
hard.
to turtle then you have to turtle in some point or the other. So they have to
Okay.
play smart. So they have to push out a bit and then go back. You have to keep pushing out a bit and keep going back. That's the only way I think. I don't know. I don't see any other comeback into the game. I'll just be right back.
Okay. Okay, guys, I think we are still in our past duration. We might be able to resume within 2 minutes. Hopefully, I would like to see this game go on for a much longer duration. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I think the game's gonna be resumed real soon. Hmm. So yeah, Dragon's being taken down by Frost Academy, and it's gonna be a pretty hard game for Dragon Ball Z from this point on, because they're 10k goal behind, and the enemy team does have a Parky and Nautilus as really strong frontliners and engaged those. So Frost Academy could pick their price whenever they want. Okay, the dark binding misses onto Birdie Place, and he'll just decide he wants to walk away from the mid tower. I think they're gonna try to group and siege at this point. I'm not really sure though.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I
Okay,
got
welcome
delayed.
back.
What did I miss?
You didn't miss much of things. The game just stand fast at this moment, and Frost Academy just got their dragon.
Oh, okay.
Dead Corps and Dead Corporal, I'm not sure if they're back. Maybe Dragon Ball Z decided they could just 3v5 this.
Oh, I think it's just a 2v5 or 3v5 at this point.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad. And to a semi-final game.
Yeah, it could have been a
Surrender
really good
coming
game,
out.
and there's your surrender, guys. It's a 20-minute surrender, and so Frost Academy, they managed to take this out 2-0 and move on to the finals. So we'll be seeing them in the
It will be
finals.
a good
guys,
match to
and
see them in the finals. It's going to be a difficult game, but I think they should.
It
do
would
well.
be interesting nonetheless. Okay. So that was our first semi-finals of the day, guys. I'll be meeting you again in the next semi-finals, hopefully. Till then, see you and thank you.
Thank you, guys.